Good evening and welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. We're so happy to be starting the evening with you. I'm Alexia Anderchek.
And I'm Sarah Cox. It has been a busy day in Oxford, so let's get started.
Yes, it has. Yesterday was a record-breaking day on campus with the most gifts ever recorded during Ole Miss's Giving Day.
The grand total of gifts was 3,292 gifts. The School of Applied Scientists led the pack with 395 donors, and the grand total of money raised was $1,789,552.
Thank you so much to everyone who donated.
Now switching gears, it has been a hot day in Oxford.
Yes, it really has. This morning threw me off a little bit with the rain, but I'm so thankful that the sun came out this afternoon.
Oh, me too. Let's head outside with our weather anchor, Ava Lindsay, to take a look at the current conditions.
We have a beautiful spring day today in Oxford. It's sunny, no clouds in the sky, and about 82 degrees. We do have a slight breeze, though, with winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour, so it makes it a little bit cooler. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Ava. Last night, a few special Ole Miss seniors hit the Ford Center stage for a great cause.
NewsWatch reporter Miriam Hockman has all the details on the third annual Mr. University pageant.
5 senior men took the stage at the Ford Center on Tuesday night for a competition that's about more than just a title. Here at Ole Miss, Mr. University is a male pageant highlighting student leadership and success. The contestants were judged across multiple categories, including onstage question, fitness, and talent, each bringing their own personality to the spotlight. The event was emceed by the current Mr. and Miss Ole Miss, continuing a tradition that highlights student leadership on campus. But beyond the competition, the night had a deeper purpose. All proceeds from the event went to the William McGee Center for Wellness, which focuses on improving student mental health and overall wellness.
I think it is very important for men's mental health, so if another guy is struggling on campus, they can reach out to those resources that are designated for them, and overall just to support mental health in general.
And after a night of competition, one contestant stood out. Senior DJ Stobie was crowned Mr. University, winning over the crowd with a high-energy talent performance that combined piano and a Michael Jackson-inspired dance.
I don't think I'm going to do anything different. I'm just going to keep being the same person I was before. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything different.
Known on campus for sharing his fitness journey and promoting mental health on social media, Stobie says he's ready to represent the university in the year ahead. Organizers say they hope to continue growing Mr. University and its impact on campus in the years to come. Reporting in Oxford, Mississippi, this is Miriam Hockman, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
It is time to register for fall semester classes, but the new registration portal experience has not been a great experience for many students. Some of the biggest problems are logging into the portal itself, submitting registration requests, and not being able to enroll in classes. For example, many students had registration open at noon and were not able to sign up for their classes until hours later. Since this process is new to everyone, even advisors were facing difficulties. Students believe that they were not correctly informed about the changes.
A Greek house is returning to Fraternity Row this fall. The Gamma Iota chapter of Pi Kappa Alpha announced via Instagram that they will be participating as a part of the 2026 Interfraternity Council's formal recruitment. The chapter has been absent from campus for 5 years following their suspension in 2021 due to hazing violations that happened in October of 2020. In 2020, the university police filed aggravated assault charges against an active member of the fraternity after a pledging member alleged that while spraying cleaning fluid or bleach onto blindfolded new members, the substance was sprayed into his mouth, resulting in burns in his esophagus. The Interfraternity Council is set to have an interview with Pi Kappa Alpha national representatives discussing details concerning the chapter's return and measures that will prevent hazing.
Ole Miss alum Mark Baccoon donated $62,000 to establish the Baccoon Undergraduate Scholarship to support students with learning disabilities. This award will be given to full-time liberal arts students who have learning disabilities. Baccoon has dyslexia and dysgraphia, which he struggled with throughout schooling. His goal is to make students feel recognized and supported. Many are excited for this gift and believe this scholarship will have a great impact on any student with learning disabilities.
Many Ole Miss students have busy schedules balancing school with work, clubs, Greek life, and other activities.
Juggling all of these things can feel like a lot, but thankfully the Career Center is a great tool for students who may be struggling. NewsWatch reporter Anna Grilletta has more.
Ole Miss students often balance school with a part-time job, whether it's to pay their way through college or earn extra spending money. Maintaining a healthy school life balance isn't always easy. So, what's the key to avoiding burnout?
Having a written planner is probably my main one, making sure that I have everything written Having a checklist is probably my main go-to, as well as getting enough sleep.
The Ole Miss Career Center offers support for those struggling to manage busy schedules. Located in 303 of Martindale Cole, the center is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and provides resources to help students stay on track. There are many advisors there to assist students with different challenges.
All you have to do is kind of treat school like a job. So if you have to study for something, make sure you set aside the right amount of hours, and make sure you set aside the right amount of hours for school, study, homework, anything like that.
With busy schedules, time management and self-care are more important than ever.
I get to create my own schedule and everything, but whenever it's a busy week like this week with concerts, SEC baseball and softball going on, track and tennis, it's all hands on deck, so you're working max hours.
Balancing it all can be difficult, but with the right support and a good work ethic, it's possible to stay on track without burning out.
Thank you, Anna. I know that keeping up with all those things can be a lot for students.
Yes, I know I have to have my caffeine to make it through the day, especially with finals coming up.
Me too, Alexia. NewsWatch reporter Jackson Brown looked in on how students utilize caffeine to make it through the finals week. Let's take a look.
The end of the school year is coming up, and many students at Ole Miss are turning to caffeine to keep up with the demands of finals week. From tea shops to campus libraries, caffeine has been the key to surviving late-night study sessions for a final. Whether it's coffee, tea, or an energy drink, some students are relying on caffeine.
I think it kind of makes me focus a little bit more better than without it, because it just helps me focus and wake up.
With the pressure of finals and maintaining grades finally catching up, many have said it helps them keep up.
No, there's always the pressure. Got to get a good grade in all the classes.
Many students say caffeine helps them stay productive, especially during long nights of studying. People who do use caffeine sometimes know that it is unhealthy, yet they still drink more than needed.
It's definitely more frequent, I think just because late night studying, so probably up it to like 3 cups a day and maybe like an energy drink here or there.
I mean, I try not to because I know it's bad for you. It's an actual addiction, so I'm not big on drinking too much caffeine, but I try not to go more than 3 cups of coffee, but I don't know.
According to Shannon Kilgro, a neurologist in Palo Alto, caffeine overconsumption can make you feel nervous or anxious, but it can also help increase the time spent exercising. Even with the risk, caffeine remains a key part of college, especially with deadlines approaching. Reporting for NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Jackson Brown.
Well, to anyone who might be doubling up on their caffeine intake or feeling the pressure of keeping up with work and school, thankfully, summer is just around the corner.
Yes, it is. And Ava, these past couple of days have really felt like summer. What can we expect to see from the weather tonight?
Absolutely. I feel like we're kind of starting to transition from those spring to summer temperatures, as today it was so hot and sunny at about 82 degrees. But tonight we can expect conditions to drop to the low 60s. But I'll have the full report as soon as we get back from this quick break.
What's wrong with you? Tonsillitis?
Appendicitis.
Yeah! Nobody's died of tonsillitis around here for a while.
Appendicitis.
Nothing to worry about. Scalpel?
What if the joint were in somebody else's hand, like your surgeon, your lawyer, or your local policeman? Would you still say marijuana is harmless?
No, let's see if I can still make a straight line.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Does it ever seem like some people are actually trying to destroy the planet? And the rest of us are like, hey, we need this planet. Some people may be slow to learn, but they'll eventually get the message.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Good evening and welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Ava Lindsay with Stormwatch. And as I mentioned earlier, today was the perfect hot sunny day today in Oxford. It's finally starting to feel like summer. Today we had a nice high around 82 degrees today. We had a slight wind at about 7 to 12 miles per hour, so that kind of helped cool things down a little bit. And we had no rain today, so it was a great way to start out our Thursday. As we take a look across North Mississippi, we see that our temperatures really didn't change a lot. We see that in South Haven, Oxford, Holly Springs, and Corinth, the high today was about 82, but in Tupelo, it was a lot warmer with the high at 88 degrees, so things are definitely starting to warm up all the way around. Now tonight, thankfully, things are going to be cooling down a little bit. We see that our temperatures are going to drop down to about 63 degrees tonight. So whether you have fun plans on the square or not tonight, be sure to bring a light jacket with you because things are going to be a little bit cooler because that breeze is also going to carry us into the night. Tomorrow, things are going to be warming up to 88 just like they were today in Tupelo. And tomorrow's also going to be sunny, but we do have a little bit of a wind, so hopefully it'll make the high heat a little bit more bearable. But tomorrow's going to be a great day to sit by the pool and a great way to start out your Friday. And taking another look across North Mississippi, we see that all around it's going to be 88 degrees tomorrow, which is a lot warmer than it was today, actually. But hopefully at nighttime it's going to be a little bit more pleasant to do some fun weekend activities, as it's going to be dropping to about 67 degrees all around. And as you can see, we are going to be having some rain that's going to be moving into the southeast. You can expect some rainy temperatures, some rainy conditions to be coming in about Saturday night. So just be mindful of your plans for the weekend with that rain coming in. Now moving into the 5-day forecast, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. We have a high of 88 degrees. And then, as I mentioned a couple seconds ago, Saturday it's going to be a little bit rainy, so just be careful of that. And then moving into Sunday and Monday, we see that the high is going to be 71, and Monday is going to be 75, and Tuesday 77.
I absolutely love seeing those warmer temperatures, but I am a little sad about the possibility of rain this weekend. I know the three of us have some exciting sorority plans going on tomorrow, though, so I'm excited to see those warm temperatures.
I don't want all my makeup and hair to wash off in the rain.
Yes, me too. Well, hopefully we have some indoor sports maybe going on this weekend. What's going on?
Ole Miss baseball's heading out of town, so we're going to take a look at the Rebels and their next series on the diamond against Tennessee, and a blast to the past checking in on how our Rebels are doing in the MLB. All of this and more when we come back.
you. Oh, yeah, I got him.
That stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
My controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you?
Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's an imposter. He's a fake.
Oh!
I am McGruff, the crime dog.
He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops,
Could blow up in your face!
that's right, Scruff. Let's take a bite out of crime together and protect ourselves against fakes. Like him.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing an arm.
You are smart kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with all of your sports updates. I'm Sydney McGee. The SEC has announced the nominees for the H. Boyd McWhorter Scholarship, with Rebel seniors Cammie Neeson of Ole Miss Volleyball and Gabe Scales of men's track and field making the cut. This award is presented to the league's top scholar athletes, granting the winners with a $20,000 postgraduate scholarship. Neeson recently finished her career as the Ole Miss all-time digs leader with 1,853. Scales, who crosses over as a starter for track and field and cross country, ranks 9th all-time in the 1,500-meter outdoor. Scales will be graduating with a bachelor's in biological science in May 2025, while Neeson, a chemical engineering major, will also be walking in May. With the 2026 MLB season officially underway, there are 32 former Rebels across all levels of professional baseball. Drew Pomeranz, a first-round draft pick back in 2010, is a relief pitcher with 8 appearances out of the bullpen this season for the Angels. Nick Fortes, who was drafted in 2018 by the Miami Marlins, is now with the Tampa Bay Rays, improving to their fan base. They now have a catcher that can hit after arriving just last season. Specifically, a 2-run double last week against the Twins, showing he's flourishing early on, carrying a batting average of .303 in month 2. While I'd love to talk about the 30 other Rebels and their journeys within professional baseball, our current Ole Miss team is heading up to Knoxville to play the Vols this weekend. The Rebels have had an impressive last week between the series sweep against LSU, sending a clear message to the SEC as to where they stand. On top of that, Tuesday night, taking down number 22 Southern Miss in Pearl. The true kicker was the return of Cade Townsend. This was pivotal after Townsend had a brief injury stint this season, but Coach Bianco happily announced he would make a return to start just last week. Bianco says it's Townsend's consistency that makes him such a powerhouse on the mound. With only a month left, Townsend is the key to the Rebels and they will need him the remainder of the season. Tennessee has an impressive sweep against Mississippi State, making for a competitive matchup on Rocky Top this weekend. While I can't believe I'm already talking about spring sports heading to their respective SEC championship series, but number 21 Ole Miss Women's Golf has ready to head to the Pelican Golf Course in Bel Air, Florida for their 8th consecutive postseason appearance. With 6 top 5 finishes, the Lady Rebels are aiming for their 7th trip to the NCAA championships and make a great case for a potential win with a primarily underclassmen roster. Semi-final coverage begins Monday the 20th on SEC Network Plus, while the championship will be aired live on SEC Network at 9 a.m. on Tuesday the 21st. Heading over to the court, Steph Curry and Al Horford led the Warriors past the Clippers with a 126-121 win after a huge play-in comeback. Curry scored 27 of his 35 points in the second half, pulling past a strong Clippers defense, notably an impressive three-pointer to break the tie with 50 seconds left. Golden State finished on a 16-6 run and held Kawhi Leonard scoreless in the fourth until the last 16 seconds. The Warriors will hit the road to face Phoenix tomorrow, with the winner moving on to face the defending champs, Oklahoma City. Taking things from the hoop to the desk, Alexia, Sarah, what's going on around the nation?
Thank you so much, Sydney. It's been a busy day across the country, especially in the nation's capital, with possible new construction underway and peace talks with 2 foreign leaders.
And here in Oxford, students share their thoughts on campus dining. All this and more after the break.
The DM is a pretty cool place to work. As a publication, I think it's really unique. A bunch of college students getting together and trying to make something that we're all passionate about. I really enjoy it.
For someone who loves to talk about sports, I love that I'm able to create a unique writing style and put it on paper for the whole Ole Miss community to see. So a lot of people kind of associate us with the newspaper, but we do a lot of different things. I don't know if people know what goes into the production of the paper, but it's not just the reporters that are writing and the photographers that are taking the photos that you see. It's also design. It's also like our upper management that edits those and kind of supervises and manages all of the section editors in order to get that product produced. But it's not just a paper. We also have an online presence, and we're on Instagram and Twitter. So it kind of encompasses all of those things. We have social media people, we have multimedia people that work for us. So we're not just the student newspaper. We are much more than that.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Between the rising prices of food and trying to eat healthy on campus, campus dining can be a challenge for students. NewsWatch reporter Kayla Simmons took a look at the nutritional aspects and how students feel.
Many university students rely on dining hall meals for nutrition. According to Sage Journals and USA Today, most food in dining halls lacks healthy and nutritious foods, which lead to the increase of food insecurity on college campuses and the decrease of students' health and energy. At Ole Miss, Rebel Market, and The Dish, there are different meals every day, but most ingredients in the meals are unhealthy and fattening.
I feel like the food at Rebel Market really isn't that great, and there's not that many good options other than, like, I always just end up getting either pizza or, like, the grilled chicken option, however it's seasoned, and I don't think it's, like, that fulfilling.
According to the Multidisciplinary Digital Publishing Institute, college students who use this source of food create unhealthy eating patterns and diets because of the specific foods these halls are serving. The athletic dining hall is only open to students at specific times of the day, and most don't even know they can eat there. They serve a healthy eating plate that builds a healthy body and produces energy.
The grill has more of a fitness vibe to it, and the food has healthier ingredients, like almost like a made from scratch type of vibe.
However, some students are happy with the options they have.
I feel great. I feel my energy be up, especially after the cheeseburgers. Then I give me an ice cream.
Every student deserves to get the proper ingredients their body needs to grow. Having healthier and more accommodating options will attract more students and increase energy, learning, and diets all across campus. This is Kayla Simon reporting for NewsWatch.
Thank you, Kayla. Heartbreaking news out of Virginia. Former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax and his wife are dead in a suspected murder-suicide. Early this morning, police said that Fairfax shot his wife before shooting himself. Investigators say that the shooting is a result of domestic dispute between the two. The couple were in the midst of a complicated divorce. The couple's 2 children were reportedly inside of the home during the altercation, and the police said that one of them had to call 911. Now, let's hand things over to Alexia for more national news coverage. Alexia?
Thank you, Sarah. President Trump is hoping to make his mark on the Capitol with a 250-foot arch on the Potomac River across from the Lincoln Memorial. The Commission of Fine Arts approved early designs today. However, they are requesting that the architect make some changes to be presented at a future meeting. The arch would feature gold eagles, lions, and a Lady Liberty statue, which some members of the commission requested to be removed. A group of Vietnam War veterans has filed a lawsuit to block the construction, saying that the arch would block the view of the Arlington National Cemetery. And Trader Joe's shoppers, listen up. The grocery store chain has agreed to a $7.4 million settlement. The lawsuit comes from customers who argued that the company's receipts showed too much of their card information, specifically too many digits of their card numbers. If you made a purchase between March 2019 and July 2019, then you could be eligible for compensation. It is not clear how much money you could receive, but estimates say up to $100. Trader Joe's denies all wrongdoing, but they say that they settled to avoid a lengthy legal dispute. That's all I have for your national news segment. Back to you at the desk, Sarah.
Thanks, Alexia. Coming up next on NewsWatch, we're heading to the Oxford Animal Resource Center to meet our pet of the week. We'll be right back after this short break.
Don't ignore the subtext. It's on us to intervene in sexual assault. Because we can. Take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Great having you.
Incredible women.
I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah. What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Welcome back to NewsWatch. It is time for one of my favorite personal favorites. Sorry about that. Personal favorites. Alexia.
Let's hand it over to NewsWatch entertainment anchor Suzette Randall to meet this week's Pet of the Week.
This is Jelly Roll, one of the newest residents. This 2-year-old lady weighs 66 pounds. She may be a big girl, but she is a small lap dog at heart. She has lots of energy and loves to play with the ball, but she is reluctant to give it back. She loves attention and lots of pets. She will be sure to show off how fast she is, too. She would do great in a house or apartment, but she would need daily exercise and an owner who will make her a priority. She is a shelter favorite and a very loving girl. She also has a speckled tongue that she will be sure to show you. If you are unable to adopt but still want to get involved, you can volunteer at the Oxford Animal Resource Center. They are always looking for more hands, and you can apply through the Stronger Together Oxford website.
This has been Suzette Reindl reporting for NewsWatch Ole Miss here at the Oxford Animal Resource Center with this very spunky girl, Jelly Roll. So come stop by and fall in love with her and leave with your forever companion.
You know, I absolutely love our Pet of the Week segment, but every single week I just want to go to the animal shelter and adopt a new dog.
Me too. It's such a problem.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's all we have for tonight. I'm Alexi Anderchek.
And I'm Sarah Cox with your latest news.
I'm Ava Lindsay with Stormwatch.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Sydney McGee.
Thank you so much for watching NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. for our sports talk show, Rebel Watch, and Monday at 5 p.m. for more NewsWatch. Good night.